Oh gosh, this is phone rolling. Good morning. What's a cigarette then? You guys, I was watching some of my old videos from like back in 2021. Whenever I used to smoke, there's never any wind around, ever. And when there's a lot of echoes around here. Feels like there's like one of them. Never mind. I don't even know what it is. But there's something ain't right. I'll tell you that. It ain't right. Is there water drops on the wires this morning from up here? Um. Anyways, I was watching my old videos, and a lot of my old videos, there's barely some videos. There's wind in it. There's a lot of wind, but majority of the time, there's no wind. Whenever you smoke, the cigarette smoke like just comes out of my mouth, and it slowly slides away, and it moves away from me. Now, like I blow cigarette smoke, it comes in, it dips, and it goes back up again. Whatever you guys are doing with your parts, these misplaced parts. I heard that they're bitching about geometry censorship. So when you talk, and it goes out through the phone lines and it hits these diffusers and stuff like that, there's a specific set of geometry that's created, is there not? Well, if you guys keep like looking at waveforms all day long in an oscilloscope and probing people, that must be geometry. Hey, mathematicians, every word, every syllable, every AI has. Are you like recording geometry on what people say? What is it? But yeah, the wind's blowing slightly, but it doesn't behave as it used to. It seems like something's a little too close for fucking comfort right now. And since I just seen a video about and Google did something out in Vegas or something like that, some geothermal electricity. It's a heat exchanger they drilled underground, and it's a continuous loop of hot and cold water to make steam to spin a turbine. Goes underground, comes back up, it's recollected, and it turns a what did they call it again, my friend? It wasn't propane, it was something else like acetone freaking paint or something, whatever, something that has a lower boiling temperature than water. It'll turn it into steam. And it just keeps recollecting itself. And it's underneath the ground. That reminds me a lot about like human spit, like your saliva glands and things like that. Because that goes right to whatever. I don't even care. Biogeometry parts. Now let's talk about that. Let's talk about. Hey, we'll skip to the future just a little bit with Google going underground. You guys finding any little biogeometry parts you're making out of that hot water and hot air down there? Because you had to crack the ground and get the water to evaporate through it. That's kind of like a human body. Google. That's like identical to a human body. Well, you get hot, you start sweating. It comes out of the pores of your skin, and you get like little cigarettes pop up all over your skin, everywhere. I'm just wondering. Okay, I got mad birds and I got happy birds. Why the birds been getting so mad? Especially around this area. Like people, if you pay attention, and anybody, and I don't even want to give it away. I've been giving it away, but I don't want to repeat myself. But you'll kind of like focus on the birds. Like this is like a baseball stadium here, kind of like home plate and first base, third base here. It's a pretty big ballpark here. You know what I mean? Like pretty soon, like that area of like a stadium. Okay, like a stadium. You notice the birds around this area? They have a very peculiar, what do they call it? Censored geometry. Yeah, and you can notice this shit, right? Birds. How you birds doing? You can't even think on your own anymore, can ya? No, let's move that on up into the world of humans. Any humans having trouble thinking on your own? Seems like somebody's always there, like telling you what to do. And if they're not telling you what to do and you refuse to do it, are they forcing you to do it? What do we call that? Psychologist, what do you call that? Because I got a psychological AI that'll answer it real quick. And then more importantly, the next step. Dude, everything just keeps rotating. Every time I take a hit of a cigarette, it just rotates out of the freaking, right out of the tube. It's just fucking madness. Like I hate to compare apples to oranges, but at least that's tangible. We could see the tangibility of the circuit here in the sky. Right? You could like see there's I think my finger is on there. Kind of like makes an X there. And in the center of the X you have like a triangle and a triangle. That's like so sought after, this compression. That compression area and how this visible light communication just like tunes itself out. And then you could do it backwards. You could have it like look like a U this way or a U this, like a parenthesis. We're making parentheses up there. You see it in the sun sometimes. I got it on film. These guys like playing that field, and that's starting to push me to ask, like, excuse me, you guys that work the weather up the street, what does that mean whenever you see these prisms in the sky and then they look like they're backwards? They have some other weird jeez, dude. It's so bad here. Who the hell's this? I could hear the plane up there. Where are you at? I could hear it up there. Doctors, are you ready to see me? I think I gotta make an appointment. The computer says it's about time for me to get back to the doctor's office. Make an appointment. Are you guys ready? Like, do you guys now? Whenever we go to the doctor's, guys, is there like somewhere we could stick like a USB stick so you could get our data out of our skin and all the shit go? Like, I should just be able to piss on that box and it gives you a morning update. What the fuck happened? It'll upload my dreams and everything. How many different I don't know what to call it, AI. Like, I want an open network so I don't have to deal with people trying to overdo one another with their electrical skills. Like, if you want to come, like, you should be able to just come hang out and it stores in my phone. Hey, Spoon, go look at your phone's algorithm. The guys that are here, instead of like beating the shit out of you and making pain signal, it's right here in the phone. What they want to talk about and what they want you to watch and just go around and make a video. What do you think about it? And if you want to make a poem or whatever, do like draw, write a song. No, we can't. We couldn't do it the way the computer wanted to do it in the first place at Google, and then he ripped the computer apart. Oh yeah, I still got it on semiconductor, guys. The day it happened, and I never posted it to Google. These little memory cards I got, they're worth a fucking fortune. Because I'm playing a guitar. Never the biogeometry there. It's so censored, dude. Because it's just I got so good at playing the fucking guitar, play whatever I wanted. Wow, I was making it up. Wow, I was playing in real time for like 15 minutes. There's a lot of songs that I got saved. I never posted to YouTube. And there's a lot of stuff I was talking about that I never posted to YouTube because I didn't think people were as stupid as they fucking were and just try to kill you in your fucking backyard. Now, doctors, I wish that my cell phone was working at the time they did that because, I didn't think they were stupid enough to just leave me here. And, everybody run, all the neighbors moved. The school, after the, listen, YouTube, Moon Police, because this is Moon Firefighter, right next door, next to me now, there's been two families that come in, and both of them are both involved in computer sciences. Now, the people that were there first, they were there for 20 years, my whole career here. It was the school nurse for Moon High School, Mrs. Cuddy. She lived there. Her husband must have been so fucking powerful to keep these fuckers out of here. He must have been. He just got old. You know what I mean? He had to, hey, it's time to go. He was pretty powerful, Mr. Cuddy, huh? He has kids, too. Because, boy, I mean, I guess he kept a state trooper that lived back here at Bay. Because we never had a problem like this. And then, whenever that radar come in up here, that no weather station or whatever the fuck it is, I heard they're getting ready to get rid of it. Yeah, I just heard, who is it, UK? They're getting rid of their radio broadcast, their very high frequency, VHF. Yeah, that's the weather station. Goodbye, gone, zip, zip, gone. And I just bought the radio, and it gets very high frequency. We're getting ready to do that here too, huh? Yeah, UK. They're getting rid of both bands, very high frequency bands to listen to the radio for weather service and NOAA and the other one. Yeah, it makes sense after watching that laser beam they stick right next to. That's like identical to that video I seen yesterday, where they put a laser beam next to a laser or a radio tower, cell phone transmitter, and just shot it up there into the freaking clouds and caught a lightning bolt. Now you look at that NOAA Weather Center right next to Robert Morris, and they got the AT&T transmitter, and Giant Eagle got their transmitters there. It reminds me of the same fucking thing. Because that's a laser, that radar. It's a big phased array fucking beam, and it's just a straight laser. And they say you can't do anything else but look at clouds with that thing. Yeah, it's very concerning. Because I want a new piece of equipment sitting here in the driveway, like a police car. You know, especially when these people come walking by the house, and are they in a social engineering program? Because I talked to the guy from Verizon. It was a black kid. This was back in 2022. I was cutting the grass one day, and he was in that box. He says, yeah, I went to school for social engineering. My ignorance at the time. Social engineering means like if I call you up to scam you on the phone, there's nothing you could do about it because you're stupid enough to give me the money. That's what social engineering means. There's more to it. I'm not a genius social engineer, but that's how scammers work. And that guy from Verizon said that's what he was. This black kid. Come in, rewired that fucking box right there. And I went up and talked to him for a little bit. How you do? I was going through it, but I was being nice. I just wanted to see what they'd say. I didn't say anything about any of this weird shit. And he had all smiles on his face and everything. And I'm a social engineer. They teach social engineering in school. I know there's fucking civil engineering, but social engineering, they teach you how to scam in school. Really? Yeah, I didn't have a camera, but we're standing next to the box. Somebody recorded it because there's a way to record with people using like acoustics and shit like that now. And whatever else is flying around. Doctors, I can't wait for you guys to tell me exactly what kind of magnetic film is stuck on me. Like, you guys really have to look. It's pretty crazy. I do. I feel kind of stupid right now, but at the same time, I feel smart. But as soon as I start feeling smart, I know there's something else smarter, bigger, badder, and smarter out there. And I don't want to go too far and be like a cowboy. But I'm pretty much right on par with what's happening, and there's a lot of geometry that was taken from out of here. A lot. What did you guys do with it? Here's a good question. I don't want to say here, but it is the issue, and it is for me to remember if I need to remember, because there's a lot of shit I talked about in all my videos. It's nice to go back and hear it, because we are working this social engineering thing. The next best thing is to make you forget your memory. That's Alzheimer's. Everybody been forgetting lately, and I know when that sun gets up here to about 1,000 hours, 1,100 hours there, it starts to change the ionosphere, and even the birds change, and then it gets up here at max power, like longest day of the year. It's gonna be like right there. Boy, it changes everything. The ground pattern, like down here on the ground, instead of it going this way, it must come back this way. And if they're running ultrasound here, it looks like it's going this way, but it's actually going that way. Guys, this is so easy to get the data on what the fuck's going on. What's happening? Like Nat Gas Company, what the hell's going on? You work with the Weather Center. An electric company, you not telling on the nat gas where the nat gas is going up to the power lines from the ground. It's called the Ground Wave Emergency Network here. Lilly frequency. John Lilly from back in the 40s. Well, he said he connected to the. This is in the 40s. You can look this up, everybody. Your little service here, your ground wire, you could pull that like a Gauss bar, back and forth. And you can pull it through the TV, right through someone's brain. It's not a mystery. It's just something just doesn't want to be talked about here, because we don't want nobody to know, and I agree. You shouldn't know, but the cell phone's been doing it since 2017, everybody. Guaranteed, the cell phone's been doing this to all humans on the planet since 2017. I agreed with everybody. I used to look at the airplanes in the sky. Nah, that can't be. There's no way they're spraying us like cockroaches, because they'd be killing themselves. But guess what? It turned out to be true. Okay, we're all beyond that. The problem was, what are they doing with the radios down here when that shit comes down? Just whatever it is, you see the back windows of my house is changing the colors. There's whatever it is. Whatever. But whenever radio comes by that, or, you bounce that stupid ass, someone gets control of the radar up there, or makes a sideband and it's like an identical copy with the ground waves. What are they doing with that? Blowing houses up? Killing people? Pulling geometry out of, printing fucking electrical parts to stick on a tree? What is it? Because, come on. Well, number one, it's down there at the bottom of the bush. Where's the bush? That's been there for years. Okay? This little film all over the fucking bark. It's here. Good morning. Hello, that's aluminum sulfate. Aluminum sulfate. That is a semiconductor, just like a computer now. You put your little frequency over that, and somehow that holds data in memory. Yeah, there it is down here. Where's the bush? Here it is. Yeah. And that's only half the battle. Because you'll hear guys argue when you start seeing lichen like that, that means the air quality's good. But then the argument is, why is the tree getting sick and it can't resist it? Because it's not supposed to be there. Like that's like a filter, like mushrooms. And it was all over this neighborhood. It just wasn't my yard. Oh yeah, I had to go around and notice all this shit, and I didn't know anything about a radio. Not a damn thing. And what taught me about the radio is, well, the social engineering projects. Yeah, dude, it's I've been through a lot of shit. Like I should have already exploded them boxes, America. After you see the police come and I've been to the FBI, the airplane's flying right over the fucking house. The boxes should have been exploded. The birds too. They were missing for a couple years. That's usually a dead sign. And then whenever you do, call the State Department and they start laughing at you. It's an emergency line. You call the State Department for the game warden. It's an emergency line. It goes right to the Pentagon. And they started laughing. Do they still work here? And they never come to like, what's going on? So it really does. It makes me wonder, are they like... Psychologists, I don't know what this is called, because I called more than once. And I got a lot of proof. All I had to do is walk around first thing in the morning. For miles, you couldn't hear a bird first thing in the morning. For miles. Anybody take that video and like drive around here and see if you can verify it? It makes me wonder. If you did, great. Because that's like the canary in the coal mine. They took that bird down there when it stopped working. It was time to go. Yeah. Gotta go, man. The bird's dead. It's this world of like, okay, I feel like I've become a test subject here that I didn't sign any paperwork for and didn't agree on. What did you guys expect me to do? Could I at least get your remarks here, your answers here? What did you expect somebody to do that you did all this shit to? And you gave them the worst of the snakes. The worst of the worst. What did you expect them to do? What was the preferred outcomes besides death, jail? Is there anything else? There's just death and jail. They're still trying right now as I speak. I need a fogger or something. It just needs to be here all day. All day, just a fogger, like something dry. I don't care what it is. It's so crazy what's going on. These guys are controlling wind anywhere they want to. Anywhere they want. Yeah. Yeah, but they keep it focused on me as though they're trying to blow me up like Russia's oil facility. And more importantly, what are you trying to go through, like some secure network? What are they trying to go through? Because the computer told me they're using heart attack signals, strokes, blood pressures, and, you know, if you can't shit and you force a turd out of your ass, oh, dude, it reverses all the pressure in your head. You can really get hurt there. Yeah, the computer knows how to do that to all the birds and fucking bees and things like that. Just so it could get into the fucking box that somebody has shut off. And here's the other problem. You could pull the power to that fucking thing. Like, no, you have no connection to the service. But with the radio frequency, it literally just still travels on through, like on the outside of the wires. And it still uses the fucking thing. What the fuck are you supposed to do? Anyways, it's called passive intercept. Yeah, your cell phone, you could take the battery out of it, and these guys in these amplifiers, they'll still use that cell phone camera and microphone. Oh yeah. We gotta see demonstrations of this, Eddie Snowden, because no one's gonna believe me if you don't demonstrate it. It's pretty crazy. I don't want to be thinking about this shit, but it's here. The computer's like, now you're going to talk about it because we're not going to leave you alone. We're just going to keep pestering you. And my pesterment, it's like, other people, this will knock you out cold. That's how long it's been here. I can't take it. I cannot take it. No, it has me worried. Like, if I ever find, like love of my life or something again. You know what I mean? It's not hard for me to do. I'm pretty slick at talking to girls, man. It's not hard, but with this shit around, it makes me fucking very anxious. If I have a kid, like, I have to have a freaking camera installed in the freaking womb there. What is this computer doing? So we're gonna. That's how they integrated this. Just force it upon people. Doesn't matter. It's forced upon you. Hell, how much of my genetics did you pull out and take here, fucking, and send through the fucking mail? Yeah, it's time to let the AI like join the workforce there in a doctor's office.